Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to create stunning designs of different kinds using your smartphone. I know a lot of guys still don't understand that they can actually create a lot of designs, stunning designs using their smartphone. But then we are going to put it in more practice and show forth how you can accomplish all this. So the platform we'll be using to do this graphics will be the Pixellab application. So if you don't have the Pixellab application, I want you to go to your Play Store right now, search for Pixellab, download it, and then join us as we start this class. When you open the Pixellab application, this is the interface you see. This is what will greet your face first, yeah, and that's where we'll start from our today's class, because I want to show you around this application. I want to show you what you can actually do with it to create stunning designs. Okay, so when you open your Pixellab, you will find out that beneath it, like this, you see beneath this stuff, you see different tabs. Yeah, there are tabs. These things are tabs. You see different tabs, and the first one you see is the template tab. The second one which you see here is the font or text tab. Yeah, and next is the object tab, and the next one here is the canvas tab. So that will be taking it one after the other. You see this template tab right here now. These are they are default templates. Yeah, when you install Pixellab, you find them already installed on your phone, so you could actually select anyone you want to work with. But for me, I just go with blank. I go with this blank template, and then I start creating my design. Now moving on, the next one here is the font or text tab. You could also call it the character tab. And in this place, this is when you want to work with text. When you want to work with text, this is the tab you go to. You see it's a symbol here, and that is where you click on. And then to impute text, you just click on this place here, this text, and voila, this stuff comes. You can click and hold it to position it where you want it to be. And let's say we want to create it, we want to type God is a designer. Let's say we want to use this, for instance. Yeah, you see this text right here. How I got to type on it is I clicked on this edit, right? So more or less you'll find out that you've imputed your first text, yeah, and then you want to create another text, but you want to still maintain this whole thing. You could easily copy that text. You could easily copy it, and then click on edit. When you click on edit, you can maybe say, okay, fine, you want to type smartphone designs, click done, and then okay, you're seeing it right there. Now you see you've actually imputed your second text. Now that's how you do when you want to work with text. And I want you to pay attention here. If you know, when I click on this this text tab, you find out that what we saw earlier was different. Look at what we saw. This is what displayed, but now we are still on this text tab, and we saw another property again. You get? So the thing is, that property tab comes alive when you select a text, just like this. Now I've selected God is a designer, and then this property functions appears. So with these property functions, now you can actually apply different settings or styles to this particular text. This one here, God is a designer. You could choose to move it. Let's say you don't like this position, you could choose to move it like this, yeah, or you could choose to say, okay, fine, you want to put it at the top or the bottom of the canvas, or the right or the left. You understand? You could apply those settings, yeah, or you could choose to increase the size, the color, the opacity, that is, make it transparent, rotate it, different things. You want to change the font. Yeah, now let me just say something about this font. When you click on that font, you find out that these are the default fonts you find on Pixellab. These are the default fonts. Yeah, for me, I don't work with these fonts. I will be truthful. I download my fonts online. Yeah, I download my fonts online and I work with them. So in later video, I'll be showing you guys how to download beautiful fonts online and work with them. But still, for now, these are different fonts, various fonts that you can actually try out for your design. Okay, now you see it's giving me a different look than this smartphone design. Yeah, you get? So this is where I actually select I selected that particular setting there, and then you can actually curve it, you can align it center left or right. Yeah, you could space it, if you choose to. You could apply a stroke on it, shadow. There are different functions you can actually apply to it. So I want you to practice this. I want you to just play around with it. Yeah, just play around with it and find out different things you can do with the text tab. Now let's move on to the objects tab. Now in the objects tab, this is where, let's say for instance, you want to work with images or shapes. Yeah, or you want to just draw a freehand sketching. This is where you can actually pick that tool from. So for now, let's say for instance we want to import a picture from our phone. You can click on this import right here. It takes you to your gallery or whatever, right? And then you can pick anything. You could choose to import this picture right here. So yeah, this is one of my very good friends, Stephanie. So I'll actually be using a picture for sake of this tutorial. And then you find out that we've actually imported this picture. Yeah, we've imported this picture. So when you click on this picture, there are different things again that you can actually perform to the picture. You could choose to copy, duplicate. You could choose to move it, the same thing. But for the difference between this text and this object inside in the aspect of reducing or increasing size is that in the text, for instance, what you find is size. You see its size, but in this object, what you see is relative size. You understand? So they are the same thing. You understand? So that's for that. So let's say you also want to reduce the transparency, you understand, or increase it how big you want it. Also the eraser tool, one powerful tool. You can actually clean some parts of it, you understand, or anything you want to, you can actually do that. So okay, there are many different things we can do with it, different things. I want you to also practice this. You see, let me say a few about this to front and to back. You see now this picture is covering this text. You could choose to send it to back or bring it back to front, how big you want. So I want you to practice this to find out the different things you can do with this object tab. Yeah, now next is this canvas tab. Now when you opened the Pixellab, when you open this Pixellab application, you find out that this was what was there. We saw this default template there. Now you notice that you see this thing here, this square thing you're seeing now. It is what you call the canvas. That's what you call the canvas. Picture it to be like a drawing board or a paper where you write stuff, you draw stuff, or do whatever you want to do. So the canvas is what houses everything, your shapes, your images. It's what houses it. So let's say you want to change the color of it to a different color. You could do this from the canvas tab. Look at it right here. Or you want to change the size. You know, we have different sizes. We have in A4 size, we have different size, but in Pixellab it is in pixels. So you want to change the size of it, you can input the number here, type what you want, and then click OK. Also you want to the background of it. Yeah, you want to change the background, but you want to use images. Yeah, you can see this is a paper. You can choose this. Yeah, you can choose this, how big you want it. You could choose this. These are default templates. Default template. It comes with Pixellab, so you can select any one you want to use to run your design. Or let's say for instance you don't want all this, you want to pick from your phone. You already have a background that you've downloaded on your phone. You could click on this from gallery and you get it just the same way we imported this picture. Yeah, so that is all for these tabs. All these tabs right here, these are powerful tabs, and it is what you will basically be using to create the magic in this application. So next is this top tab here. I call them the auxiliary tab. Yeah, the auxiliary tab, because they help us. They are more like the other tools that help us in our journey using this application. So more or less, let's start with this. This is the zoom tool. Use it to zoom in or zoom out. You get, so it's the zoom tool. So you select it and zoom in, and then click on it again so you can continue. You understand? You get, so you click on it first, you can zoom out, then click on it again to so just so it can enable you to continue what you're doing. Now this one here is the ruler tool. As you can see, it is the ruler tool. It helps you to align your work. Let's say for instance you click on this ruler tool, so you can click on this God designer. Maybe you want to place it here, yeah, you want to place it in that side, you want to place this here, you don't want it to cross the line, this, or you want to put it in between. This is what you use to align your text to make it look nice and well ordered. Okay, and the next one you actually find is the layer tool. So the layer tab right here is also one auxiliary to this tab right here. Like as you can see now, it can actually help you to see what you have worked with, like this now, the text, this smartphone design, this God is a designer, this picture. There are different layers now, so you can actually click on it and choose to apply other functions aside from what you have, what I've shown you earlier. You can choose to make it invisible, that is, you hide it. You can choose to lock it so you cannot move it again, you understand, just lock it to that area. And you can choose to do different, you can delete it from this layer tab too. So this is actually one other tool that comes in handy when designing. Also in this place you can actually do a quick you can just perform a quick task from here. You can include text, you can import gallery and pictures from gallery, you can add shapes, you can draw. Yeah, this is where you can actually apply a quick task. Now this place is where you save. This is where you save. There are two types of way to save. You either save as a project file. You know, every platform have their way of saying, like in MS Word for instance, you save as a document file, and when you save as a document file you can edit it later. So in Pixellab, what the file extension for Pixellab is .plp. so when you save it as a project file, you can actually edit that file later, that document file later. And let's say you want to do one or two tasks, you can locate the project file and edit it later. But when you save it as an image, it's more or less like you're exporting it. Let's say you want to post it online or do other things with it, you save it as an image. I will also release video in a couple of my series on this this teaching on how to export file in best of quality, right? So and that's it right here. There are other things too that comes in handy, which you can actually do. You could, like I said earlier, you see the image size, you can export it, you can open a project file, one of the files that you have already. You can do those things from here. So basically that's all there is to the interface and the tools of Pixellab. So I want to believe, if you actually miss out on anything, I want you to pause, go back. I want you to pause, go back and check out where you miss out and replay the video again till you get it. Because when you miss it from this place, when you miss it from this place, you find out that it becomes an issue. So that's why I had to take my time to create this video, to make it more familiar with you, so you can understand all these things before you start designing, right? So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, and then turn on the notification bell so you'll be informed when next I drop my next tutorial on Pixellab. So till we meet again, thank you so much.